Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, at various places on the internet. It's 1:19 p.m. according to a computer clock on Friday, January 9, 2015. This is part 2 of my review of Betty and Veronica, number 274. This cover is about the only good thing about this issue. So when I left off in my review, Betty and Veronica are dyeing their hair and changing clothes in the Platinum Flyers Club in I guess Heathrow Airport in London. And yeah, they're going to go to India as each other, just so they could mix it up and be like each other, where no one knows who they are. It's like, okay. I never really realized how busty that Betty and Veronica are, but anyway. Back in Riverdale, the parents miss them, and Pops, who was named Hot Chocolate after Veronica and Burger after Betty, no kidding, says business has been bad since the girls left. The energy is drained from the boys, and the girls aren't feeling challenged. Mr. Weatherby says in school they're all like zombies. Ha ha. Afterlife with Archie reference. Anyway, so it's raining in Riverdale, it's downcast, it's pouring, everyone's sad, get it. But, okay, this whole thing about Betty and Veronica in this little series, that they're somehow the center of Riverdale and that everything hangs on them, it's ludicrous. I can understand Veronica contributing to the economy by spending, but Betty's a no one, and the most that Veronica is the daughter of the richest person in town, which I guess is something, but why are these two girls so insanely popular? It's like they had to write a speech as part of, or an essay as part of why they should be chosen for the program back in the previous issue. And let's see. Betty actually writes, "My name is Betty Cooper. I choose to define myself as a Betty who enjoys volunteering and giving back to my community." Who says that? Who says, I choose to define myself as... Who says Who says... Who says I choose to define myself as a Betty? Who talks like that? In this issue, the current issue, number 274, it's worse. They arrive in school in London, and one of the kids says, "Is she the Betty or the Veronica?" Who talks like this within, the context of the fictional universe in Archie Comics? I can understand maybe it being a thing in the real world, like you can describe someone as a Betty or a Veronica, But most people, if you try to describe them like that, probably won't even know what you're talking about. And here, within the fictional universe, they're making it out to be a big deal. Like worldwide, like you could describe someone as a Betty or a Veronica. It's ludicrous. Anyway, Miss Grundy talks them into leaving class to go and meet the exchange students from France and India. They're coming to Riverdale. Strange. Oh, by the way, Cheryl has disappeared from this story after page 8, and she rematerializes only on page 24 at the end at the airport when from behind when Archie's got his hand on her. Okay. So this French girl named Violet, or Violette perhaps, and an Indian girl named Bonnie. Okay. Which okay, that's them. And Miss Grundy had described, she was like, all I know is that Violet is from Paris and Bonnie looks like that Disney princess. There is no Indian Disney princess. Is she trying to compare her to Jasmine, who's Arabic? Or maybe Tiana, who's African American? This is such a racist. Jeez. And also, there's this whole anti-foreign vibe in here. On page 3, Reggie's like, and 2 foreign girls are gonna take their place? Boring. And then on page 22, Midge says, and they'll never fit in. And on page 23, Reggie says, and who'd want to date girls so different from us? This is so mean-spirited. This whole issue pretty much is mean-spirited and racist and horrible. And, God. Anyway, back in part 1. Let me just check the airport just to be sure about this. The international airport, which has a big Riverdale sign in front of it. Come on, focus. Focus. Yeah, see that? Okay. And then you see this Victory International Airport in this issue. I mean, what's this crap? Michael Uslan can't even get the details right in his unnecessarily regurgitated, not even, okay, flashback to the first issue, he can't even get that right. What's the point of doing this at all? 10 pages in total could have been cut from this issue and given to flesh out the stay in London. As it is, how many pages does London get? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pages of like staying in London, followed by one page of switching places right before they leave London, followed by an unnecessary this. So that's like 2 pages, I guess, but no, just 1 page of story. So 9 pages of staying in London. After 3 issues, that's what we get. How many countries are they supposed to stay in? Let me check the previous issue. India, Japan, France, England, and Korea. Presumably South Korea. So, after 3 issues, halfway into this presumably 6-issue story arc, we get 9 pages of England. What the heck? This is a horribly paced story. It's a horribly written story. The first half of the first issue at most should have been dedicated to setup, and then off to England. If this is only 6 issues long, then we have 3 issues to cover 4 more countries. I didn't think that the story could get any worse after issue number 2, but God. Alright, that's all I'm going to say for now. I really don't recommend this issue or this series, but the most that I can take away from this is Betty and Veronica have horrible friends, but only one of them is honest about it, and that's Cheryl Blossom. Alright. Alright, so it's 1:32 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.